18 WJTS Sports presents the Jasper Wildcats versus the Barr-Reeve Vikings. This game's brought to you by DuBois County Tire and Supply, McDonald's, Carpet Warehouse, Eubler & Sons, Marina's Plumbing, Heating and Air Conditioning, and Westside Dairy Queen. Now let's go down to the court.
Welcome to Barr-Reeve High School here at the new Viking Arena as the Jasper Wildcats are on the road against the Barr-Reeve Vikings. The Jasper Wildcats at 16-3 on the season against a Barr-Reeve team that stands at 12-7. Hello everybody, I'm Craig Schneider along with Jason Stamm and Jeremy Markos on the video. And Jason, we're taking on a Barr-Reeve team. They lost a lot from last year that went 29-2 and won the 1A state championship. It's their second state championship. They also won back in 2015, and they got 5 state runner-ups here in this tradition-rich Barr-Reeve basketball program. But it's still a really good Barr-Reeve team. They did have a stretch during the season where they lost like 4 straight, but since then they have won 5 of their last 6, including a win over Wood Memorial in their last outing. And they also Their only loss during that stretch was against South Knox, which is their only conference loss. But, again, they're going to be fired up to play Jasper tonight.
Yeah, there's no doubt. It's always nice to take on a Barr-Reeve team that, for their rich tradition in basketball, it's kind of a measuring stick for us. Even though they're a 1A school, talking to Coach Albrand a little bit before the game tonight, he said it's basically the first time in 9 years that they haven't had a big man in the middle. When I say big man, I mean a big man. They had Keegan O'Neill there for 4 years, and then they had Kurt Holt for the last couple of years. So they're kind of lacking that a little bit this year. But they're a typical blue collar team. They're going to get out here. They're going to get after it. They're going to play hard, disciplined. So it should be a fun night.
Yeah, their leading scorer is Hagen Knepp. He's had some really good scoring outputs this year. He averages over 20 points per ball game. He's been pretty consistent. However, I think his top scoring game was 34 points against Northeast DuBois in the 66-43 win there. But Barr-Reeve wins the tip, and we are underway here. So Barr-Reeve, their starting lineup includes Caden Graber, number 10, who's hit 10 three-pointers against Washington Catholic earlier this year. Seth Wagler's 24. Braden Knepp is 30. 34 is Hagen Knepp. And 44 is Cameron Madison, who's the son of Toby Madison, who many people remember playing for Washington Catholic back in the day. All right, so there's a good start right there. So Hagen Knepp doesn't hesitate and gets the first 2 points of this ball game.
Yeah, we've got to play good defense against him, and I think Tanner's drawing that assignment tonight. Now he's guarding Foley on the other end, so we need to take advantage of that right there. Possibly get him into foul trouble, and I think if we can do that, that could be a benefit to us.
All right, so Foley gets its first 2 points for the Wildcats to tie this basketball game. He's coming off a 19-point, 13 rebound game against Castle. A big win the Wildcats had, conference win, to keep them 7-2 in the conference this year. So that shot is missed there. Here comes Albrand, who gets the start. Also out there is Tanner Ernie, Grant Young, and Gus Heichelbeck, along with Foley and Albrand. Ernie a little short off the glass there, and so here come the Vikings the other way. Caden Graber backs up.
I was looking at the average scoring for both teams, and both teams are right around 52 to 53 points a game, so should be a good ball game.
Well, it's a good start for Hagen Knepp as he hits a three-pointer there. Which is Barr-Reeve team. They like to launch it up. 119 and 307 for 39% from three-point range as a team. Cats continuing their offense. There's a good look for Young, but he's not able to get it. Gets the rebound and puts it back up and in. So a good foul there and makes it a 5-4 game.
That was a good job by Grant, because a lot of times the shooter knows right away when he lets go whether it's on target or going to be off. And he didn't just sit there and pout. He went and got the rebound.
All right, so
they're going to get Tanner on a hold there, I think.
He was trying to fight through the screen there, so Barr-Reeve will have the side out there. First foul of the ball game. 5-4. Vikings lead the Wildcats. Knepp with the basketball, and that's Ernie right on top of him.
Barr-Reeve's going to be patient on offense. You know, they're going to probably average 3 to 4 to 5 passes every possession, you know, and try to get a good shot. We just have to be able to maintain our defense intensity throughout the whole,
And I tell you what, I mean,
possession. That's a tough shot there.
Right.
It was good defense.
So he has all 7 points. So Hagen Knepp off to a lightning hot start for the Vikings here. Ernie gives it up.
Knepp's brother played last year and was the main, not main guy, but a big scorer for that state champion team.
Grant Young with a good look, a little bit short on that three-point shot. Madison comes down with the board, 7-4. Barr-Reeve with the basketball and leading the Wildcats. Caden launches the three, in and out there. And no call there as Madison comes slapping down on the ball. Foley gets it back, and he'll drive to the lane. And this is going to, oh my goodness. Wow.
That's a bad call.
There's no way that was an offensive foul.
All three officials, I think, blew their whistle at the same time, and they all looked at each other, and one of them had to make a decision, and I think he made the wrong one.
Oh, my goodness. I mean, whoever he bumped into was completely moving and leaning in the lane there, but Vikings get the call there. So it's actually, I believe, the first time Jasper's ever played on the road at Barr-Reeve.
Yeah, it's the first time I can remember.
There have been 12 meetings. Barr-Reeve leads the series 9-3. Knepp backs up there. Gives it up to Wagler. He brings it up top. Now gets back over to Knepp on the right wing. Little turnaround Jay on the way, not there. Jasper looking to cut into the three-point lead for Barr-Reeve. The trail 7-4 right now, and a bad pass there gets picked off easily by Braden Knepp. Braden Knepp's a sophomore.
One of these guys, 24, Wagler, he's a freshman.
All right, so Knepp being a pop gun out there, shooting about every possession so far. And good job there. Nice job by Young to find the cut. And Ernie's able to finish it off to make it 7-6. Graber has to back up. Now he finds a wide open man. Good cut down low, and that goes in for Wagler.
Foley went for the steal and left his man, and that was his man that ended up with the layup. We've got to be a little more disciplined on defense, because when you play teams like Barr-Reeve that is fundamentally sound, and you take a risk like that and don't get it, they're usually going to end up with an easy shot like that.
So Barr-Reeve's into man-to-man. It looked like they were showing zone on one of the possessions here, but get to the lane there is Ernie. He's not able to hit the shot as Madison comes down with the board. 2:15 on the clock. 9-6 is our score. Feed into the corner there. Now cross court. Wagler will drive, and he can't get the shot to go. So Cats trail by 3, 9-6, 1:52 on the clock as Young gets to the lane, picks up his dribble and feeds over to Albrand. Foley double teamed.
Now he's got to look to get rid of it when he gets double teamed.
And he got the ball slapped away from him there. So here comes a fast break, a little bit behind Graber, but he's able to gather, gets the shot up, doesn't go, and come down with the rebound is Connor. Gus on the block. Good spin move there and puts it up and in. Nice shot fake to be able to get that defender around him. He gets his first 2 points of the ball game. Vikings with a 1-point lead as we come to 1 minute to go here in the first quarter. There's a drive. Knepp gets the ball knocked away, and it's going to go out of bounds, and Jasper will hang on to it. All right, first substitutions for the Wildcats. So Beekler's in the ball game, and also Spencer Englert.
Been a fast-moving quarter.
Yeah.
Not many whistles, 2 fouls on Jasper, none on Barr-Reeve.
Hope we don't get used to that tonight.
Yeah.
1-point lead, Jasper trailing actually. 1-point lead for Barr-Reeve as we come up with 47 seconds left in the quarter.
Be patient. You don't need to be in a hurry. Get rid of it, Connor.
Well, he loses the handle again, but Grant's able to recover. Feed into the lane. Beekler gathers himself, puts the shot up. It does not go, and Connor battles for the rebound, and Grant comes up with it. So a good save there by Connor, and a three-point play opportunity for Grant Young. So Grant's got 4 and gives the Wildcats their first lead at 10-9.
That was all Foley's effort there that got that two points. Ball was going out of bounds, and he did a good job of going after it.
Free throw doesn't go, though. So there's a drive high off the glass, doesn't go. Albrand comes down with it, half court, last second heave, doesn't go. So Jasper trailed for most of the quarter, but comes back and they lead 10-9 after 1 here on 18 WJTS. So Jasper have the basketball to start the second quarter, up by 1. Substitution for Barr-Reeve, number 32, Reed Thompson's in the ball game. It's a good look for Albrand, but he's not able to get the shot to go, and that's going to be a foul called on Gus.
I don't know, maybe I didn't see it, but somebody knocked Madison to the ground. Maybe it was Gus before he got the rebound.
Yeah.
But
all right, so 7:45 on the clock, just underway here in the second quarter. Wildcats with a 1-point lead over Barr-Reeve. Madison left alone. Long three-pointer doesn't go. It just kind of stops on the rim there, but we got actually a foul on the.
that's what that right there, Craig, is what you call an old-fashioned brick.
Yeah,
because it hit the back of the rim and just stopped.
Just died.
He's definitely. What did they call?
I guess it was a. Was it a foul on Jasper? Are you kidding me?
They called a foul on Englert.
Englert.
23.
Oh, my goodness. So Barr-Reeve getting the benefit, so yeah. A little early on Homer City going on right now, but we'll find out how that continues on with the ball game.
It's
Jasper,
definitely the one official, the official on this side here, he's the one that's made those 2 questionable calls.
Right.
And it's like, wow. He just pulls them out of thin air.
As Coach Gilbert said during football season, every time we play over at Mount Carmel, he said the refs rolled their bikes to the game, so we'll find out if maybe he did. All right, so the ball gets knocked away. Here comes Barr-Reeve the other way. Drive and off the glass doesn't go there for number 32, Reed Thompson. So Jasper comes down with it. Still clinging to that 1-point lead. Neither team has scored yet here in this second quarter. Gus gets it down, feeds into Michael. He hesitates, gets the shot up, and gets it to drop.
It was a nice catch because the pass wasn't none the best, and he was able to catch it.
Jasper with a 12-9 lead. Left alone is Graber. Can't get the shot to go, and Madison's going to knock it out of bounds. He actually thought about calling it Barr-Reeve way.
I thought he was going to. If he would have, I think Coach Gable would have come unglued.
Oh my goodness.
Foley and Ernie check back in here for Allbrand and Heichelbeck.
All right, so Young's going to bring it across. Ernie gives it up to Spencer. Spencer's going to drive. Feed out. Young then attacks the lane, puts a shot up, and he gets it up and in. So another three-point opportunity for Grant. He's got 6 points in the ball game. Yeah, so Allbrand should be. Oh, he's okay.
He's
for the
going
shooter.
in for the
Okay.
shooter, yeah.
So Grant Young's able to pop that free throw. So Cats have scored 5 points to start this second quarter. Barr-Reeve is scoreless, so Jasper now with a 6-point lead, 15-9. Feed down low this time. Knepp's able to get down on the blocks to get his first 2 points of the quarter. He has got 9 of their 11. 15-11, Jasper with the lead. Spencer drives, kicks to the corner. Left all alone is Ernie, but he can't get it to go as Madison comes down with the board. Knepp gives it up to Madison there. Now it's into Graber. Knepp's going to launch the three. He pops it.
And I tell you what, he's got a quick release. When he gets ready to shoot, it's just like boom, and it's off.
So,
like we were talking at the break, he's definitely got the green light to shoot anytime he wants.
Right.
Because he's put up quite a few shots already.
Yeah, he's got 12 of their 14. It's a 1-point lead for the Wildcats right now.
Connor needs to post, and we need to get him the ball inside against Madison. Right there. Connor's better when he has his back to the basket than he is when he's squared up to the basket. You know, he's more apt to make a move when he's got his back to it.
Right. All right, so Grable's going to work himself out of that. He gets a stop, and actually Barr-Reeve wants the timeout. So Josh Thompson, in his 4th year at Barr-Reeve, calls the timeout, and we'll take a break. 15-14, Jasper leads here on 18 WJTS. So Hagen Knepp, 12 of their 14 points inbounds there. Caden Graber, who's a really good three-point shooter, shooting 44% from beyond the arc, but has yet to hit one tonight. But now he drives to the lane there, kicks to the wing. Three-point shot is on the way, and it is popped right there by Seth Wagler, so he's got 5 points. Gives Barr-Reeve a 2-point lead now. Jasper had scored the first 5 points of the quarter.
7 unanswered points, or 8.
Yeah.
8 unanswered. There's Gus.
Gus hits the three. So Gus, who had 10 points the other night against Castle, hits his first three-pointer of the night. He's got 5. Graber, and he gets fouled. So the three-point game starting to fly for both teams. Problem is the Vikings have hit 3 of them. Jasper just 1 so far here in this third quarter. So Caden Graber with the rare 4-point play opportunity, and he completes it. Well, they allow the substitution, so that's number 40, Nick Schwartzentruber.
I'm not exactly sure what that rule is there on a made free throw like that. If it's the official's discretionary call or if it's just an automatic, if there's
Yeah.
somebody there that you can get them in. Coach Gable didn't agree with it, so I'm going to guess that it's discretion of the official. Get it in there to him.
I think it's a matter of if he was reported at the bench already, but
I don't know. I wasn't watching that part of it either.
Well, they tried to, actually Connor was able to recover there and put the shot up and draws the contact, so he's going to go to the line to shoot one. So 21-20, Jasper trails by 1.
Schwartzentruber was going to pick up that foul, but I should have let you say that because you said that's your favorite
Schwartzentruber. Until I started to say it. Then all right, good job by Connor Foley to hit that free throw. So the Cats have converted 2 3-point plays and plus have popped a 3-pointer here. We got a tie ball game at 21. Wagler drives and kicks. Now Graber's got it. Feed into the corner. There's a 3-point shot, and it's going to be short. Battle for the rebound. Shot was up, doesn't go. Comes Ernie. Albrand's got it now. Grant Young all alone, he hits the 3. So Jasper pops their second 3-pointer of the quarter. Grant Young with a nice night going. 8 points in this quarter. 12 in the ball game to lead the Wildcats. We'll check out 6 points in the quarter. 10 points in the ball game. Jasper with a 3-point lead with 1:36 to go here in the first half. Knepp can't get to the lane, so he backs up. Drives, left-handed shot does not go. Battle for the rebound, and I think it did go off of Grant Young. Yes, it did. All right, so Madison's coming back in. Nick's going to sit down.
Englert and Beekler back in for Jasper.
Graber wanted the shot. Good job by Grant Young to cut that off. Now he feeds down low into Madison. Madison with the reverse layup up and in. First 2 points for him, and it's now a 1-point game. Jasper still leads 24-23 with 44 seconds in the ball. Foley double team. Good look for Grant Young. A little bit long on that one. Good rebound there by Michael Beekler, though. Jasper with the ball. And he tries to feed into Foley. Foley was kind of cutting the other way, and the ball gets thrown out of bounds.
That's where Englert, if he takes 1 or 2 dribbles towards the baseline, he improves his passing angle, and he's got a nice pass to Foley to lead him to the basket for an easy layup.
Right. All right, so Barr-Reeve's going to have a chance to take the lead here before halftime with 9 seconds. Graber has it. Lob down into Knepp. Shot up, doesn't go. Battle. And we got 2 seconds. Albrand can heave another one. And this one just off the iron there. So, well, I'm not going to say a beautiful half of basketball, but hey, 24-23, Jasper's the 1-point lead.
Yeah, it's been a fast-moving game. I mean, not a lot of points, but it seems like the clock's been running the whole time. Not a lot of fouls called, not a lot of turnovers. You know, it's been fairly clean played game.
Yeah.
It's about what you expect with a Barr-Reeve team where the scoring's a little bit lower than normal. Because, like we said in the start, that they're patient on offense. They don't make 1 or 2 passes and shoot. They make 3 or 4 or 5, 6 passes before they look to shoot.
Right.
And on offense, I think we've done a pretty good job too. We've developed the habit of getting the ball inside to Foley or to Heichelbeck, and they're doing a very good job of double teaming. As soon as those guys get it, the guy that passed the ball is his man is leaving them and going to double team.
Right.
What we have to see is if that's your man and he leaves, you got to cut to the basket because guess what? You're going to be wide open.
Oh, yeah.
Because your man's double teaming.
Right.
You have to be able to get that guy the ball. So, you know, I think those will be some adjustments that Coach Gable and the coaching staff will look to make maybe at halftime to do that. So we'll see how it goes in the second half.
Well, it's been pretty evenly played, and that's why we got a 1-point game. 24-23, Jasper with the lead here at halftime on 18 WJTS. All right, we're at halftime here. Jasper leads 24-23 over the Barr-Reeve Vikings, and Barr-Reeve is led by Hagen Knepp with 12 points, 5 points for Seth Wagler, 4 points for Caden Graber, and 2 points for Cameron Madison for the Wildcats. Grant Young has double figures already. He's got 10 points, 5 for Gus, 5 for Connor Foley, and 2 apiece for Ernie and Michael Beekler. And Jason, for a while there, it just seemed like Cats have just got to stop Hagen Knepp, but then all of a sudden some other guys in their team started to pick it up there in that second quarter.
Yeah, in the second quarter they definitely did. Caden Graber kind of came alive a little bit there and started looking to shoot a little bit. So we got to do it, you know, continue to play defense the way we did the first half. You know, we held them on 5 of 15 shooting, I think, and stealing some of Coach Gobert's stats. 5 of 15 shooting, so we did a pretty good job, you know, with defense, forcing them into some tough shots.
Right.
Turnovers, Jasper had 5, I think. Barr-Reeve had 2. So it's been a pretty clean played game. Not many free throws. Barr-Reeve was 0 for 1. Jasper was 2 for 2, I think. So,
right.
You know, it's been like we said, a fast-paced game.
Well, we are underway here, and both teams with their same starters on the floor. Grant Young on Graber. He's done a nice job on him, but he gets an opening that time, but he's short on the shot. But again, he's got the ability to light it up whenever he gets hot.
Need to be patient, trust our offense, run some set. Get it in there to Gus. He's playing behind him.
They seem to be sagging down, though, trying to take that away. Seth Wagler does. Now you get a switch there, so Gus tries to take advantage, and he does as he makes another spin move and puts it up and in. 7 points for Gus Heichelbeck, 26-23.
We did a good job there. You know, we didn't force it. We took our time, let the offense come to us, but that wasn't very good defense.
Cats come down with the rebound, though. 3-point lead is Grant Young, who had 10 points in the first half, goes to the lane, and left-handed shot up and in. So Grant continues on. Jasper extends to a 5-point lead. Good start here for this third quarter. But Barr-Reeve's got the ability to come right back. They showed that in that second quarter as the Cats jumped out to a lead. And the ball gets knocked out of bounds, and it will be Jasper basketball. Minute and a half into the third quarter, Jasper 28, Barr-Reeve 23. In the new Viking Arena, first time the Wildcats have played here. Gus, a little long on that shot, though.
Got the shot we were looking for. It was a set play. Got Gus on the post on the below block and got an open shot, just missed it.
Well, there's a switch. Now they get back to him. Grant Young on Graber. Now up top to Wagler. Knepp. The other Knepp launches a 3, and he hits it. So Braden Knepp gets his first points of the ball game, and it's a 3-pointer, their first of the second half. 2-point lead for Cats. And we got a whistle. All right, so that foul's going to go on Seth Wagler, his first.
Grant Young's done a good job tonight of taking advantage of having a freshman guarding him. He's been able to get some open looks, and there he did a good job of taking the ball to the basket and forcing a foul.
Auburn works off the screen, then Gus comes back. Post feed, now it's one-on-one, but he gives it up. Ernie.
Yeah,
he was stuck right there, you know.
Force that shot a little bit.
Right. That's going to be a foul on Grant Young.
Probably a good foul because it had Hagen Knepp wide open for a 3.
Yeah, and he drained it too.
Yeah.
All right, first foul whistled on the Wildcats in the second half. Second one on Grant in the ball game. Caden Graber with it. Feet over there, just right over the head of Ernie. And a little contact there by Madison, no call. 28-26, Jasper with a 2-point lead, 4:51 to go here in the third.
We got to get it back. We got to get the ball in there to Foley on the low block. There's a nice pass.
Nice job, yes. Albrand saw the opening and fed right to him for an easy bucket. So Jack's got 2. 4-point lead for Jasper. Wagler having fun there with Foley. Graber trying to work off a screen there. Now he's going to drive. And good job by Gus with the steal. We got to run here. See if Gus can finish. Oh my goodness, a way late whistle.
That's awful.
I mean that was so late.
I mean, it was like he let the play completely develop before he made the call. If you're gonna call that a charge, call it right away. Don't wait.
Man. Well, the Cats are going to have to earn this basketball game here tonight, it looks like. 30-26. They lead by 4 right now. And I agree. I mean, yeah, if you're going to make that call, be emphatic about it, but don't wait until Jasper gets the rebound. And, oh, well. All right, we're halfway through the third quarter.
As players, you know, when you have this situation going on in the game, you can't get caught up in that. You just got to play the game, and whatever happens, happens. But keep playing hard. And so far, we've done a good job of that.
All right, so Connor's able to bring down the rebound here. Four-point lead for the Wildcats. There's Connor down the blocks. He quickly gathers it and puts it up and in.
That's there a lot tonight. We need, in the second half here, we need to take more advantage of it.
6-point lead for the Cats, 32-26, 3:24 to go here in the third. Graber gives it to Madison. There's a drive and then a kick. And
timeout.
Barr-Reeve will call the timeout. So 32-26, Jasper with a 6-point lead with 3:12 to go here in the third on 18 WJTS. Barr-Reeve will inbound underneath their own basket here. Beekler picking up Wagler. Ernie battling there against Knepp. Now leaving an opening, and he drives right to the basket, so that was way too easy for Reed Thompson.
Yeah, I don't know what happened there. It looked like they kind of made a switch or something. Ernie did a good job of getting the 2 points right back, but I don't know what happened on the defensive end. We tried to switch or something, and somebody didn't do that.
Thompson drives again, and he can't get this one to drop, though. 6-point lead for the Wildcats. 2:25 on the clock. Good job by Grant Young to see the opening. He's got 14. 5 different players have scored for the Wildcats here in this second quarter. Good job there by Beekler to come up with the rebound. Cats have a chance to go up to by 10 or maybe 11. Oh, Grant short on that, and it goes off Foley.
Kind of forced that one a little bit. The other one, he did a good job of getting to the basket. There he got cut off, and he should have looked to pass maybe.
8-point lead for the Wildcats. 2:01 to go here in the third. Number 12 is checked in. That's Aaron Wagler. Beekler's got the assignment on Knepp now.
Beekler puts a little more size on him than what Ernie does. But Tanner's done a good job tonight. Again, like I said, they kind of force him into some bad shots.
Well, there's a drive and a foul called on Young.
I don't know if they get Young, that's 3 on him. 12 or 21.
So Reed Thompson giving the Vikings a little spark off the bench here in this third quarter with 4 points, and he'll have a chance to add 1 more. So Grant's going to have to sit. 3 fouls on the Wildcats, 1 on the Vikings. Free throw is missed. 6-point lead for the Wildcats as Albrand brings it up.
Again, be patient. Don't force things. Just let it go. I mean, you've got a nice lead. Third quarter's winding down.
A little too tough to thread that needle.
From the top of the key, it's hard to make a pass to the low post from up there.
Right. Oh, Graber just goes right around Foley. Now feeds to the corner. No shot, though. Inside of a minute.
Luckily, they just threw it to a guy that just got in the ball game. He wasn't ready to shoot.
Right. Foley on Graber. Interesting matchup, actually.
Yeah, you know, that's one thing with Connor. He's able to, his athletic ability lets him have the ability to come out and guard a guard out front like that.
Oh, yeah.
And he does well if he doesn't try to overplay it. You know, if he just uses his feet, doesn't reach with his hands, he does a good job.
All right, so Vikings back it up with 14 seconds. Reed Thompson, who's had a good quarter, has got the ball. Now they give it to their man. Feed down in the post, double team. And why would Foley commit that foul?
See, that right there is a perfect example of what I'm saying. He has the athletic ability, but at times he doesn't use his head. And there's no reason to commit that foul. 2.8 seconds left. You know, the guy's got the ball. He's not in shooting position. He's going to have to just turn and heave it up there. But now you give him a chance to try to set something.
All right, so the inbound, they try to lob it to Knepp. So just not even a second went off, so 2.1 left. Still plenty of time for a catch and shoot. Feed inbounds, and Spencer comes up with a steal and a heave. All right, so Jasper extends to a 6-point lead after 3, 36-30 here on 18 WJTS. 36-30, Jasper with the basketball to start the fourth quarter in the lead. Gus in the block. Good steal, though, by Graber. Gus was trying to make a move there, so good defensive play by the Vikings.
Getting ready to say it's going to be vital in the fourth quarter to take care of the basketball. Every turnover is a possession that you have that you never had the opportunity to get a shot off.
Graber comes off the screen, is able to drop that 3. So he's got 7 points now, 36-33. Jasper still with a 3-point lead, and John Gable wants a quick timeout to get his team adjusted. 7:19, Jasper leads 36-33 here on 18 WJTS. All right, so Jason, that was a quick timeout. What are your thoughts there?
I think, you know, we need to come out and be patient. Be patient down here. Work to get a good shot. You got Foley and Heichelbeck both in the game, so you've got 2 presences on the low post, but you have 2 options there. There's the lob, but they've seen it.
Yeah, because again, 4 guys drop down, and Knepp comes up with the steal. Now he's trying to go coast to coast. Good job to cut off there by Ernie. Then they find Thompson, and he's able to get the shot up, and Foley commits the foul.
Well, I was talking to Coach Albrand a little bit before the game, and you know, we were talking about their game against South Knox the other night, and he said the big thing that they had, South Knox had, was the ability to, when Barr-Reeve runs those dribble handoffs and those type of things, that they were able to switch and we're not able to do that because of whether it be Gus or somebody, you know, guys setting the screen. And he said that's why South Knoxville was successful against them and beat them.
The interesting thing there is the official comes over and calls the foul on number 42. There's no 42, and they put it up on the board, but they got it right. It was on Foley. It's his third. The action's going on, and Gable's having a conversation with the official over here.
Well, we got to get things organized. We had like one guy dribbling and the rest of them like running around out there and didn't know what to do with the ball. We need to move so that Foley's got an outlet.
Well, Foley battled right there, and his might won out as he gets the bucket. So he's got 9. 2-point lead for the Wildcats. Tight ball game now. You knew it was going to be this way. Madison's going to shoot a 3, and he can't get it to go. 2-point lead for the Wildcats. And there's a steal by Thompson. He's having a heck of a second half, and he puts that, but he misses the layup.
I'll tell you what, we've been fortunate because they've missed probably at least 4 or 5, not necessarily layups, but close range shots.
Right.
That
Nepp tries to steal it from Gus. Now here comes Ernie. Stops, pops, doesn't go. Good job by Foley to get the rebound, gets it back out. Get back in your offense, Cats. Here we go.
That's it. Just regroup, be patient.
There's a kick. All right, so Beekler's going to come back in. Gus is going to, Foley's going to sit. 38-36 with 5:15 to go. Jasper clinging to a 2-point lead.
I think that's Foley's got 3 fouls. That might be just to give him a minute or 2 here so he don't pick up a quick 4th one.
Right.
Get the ball over here and I'll look to get it into Gus.
Good drive there by Englert. He's got to finish though. Can't get it to drop. All right, so now Barr-Reeve wants the timeout. So 2 timeouts remaining for the Vikings. Jasper's got 4, and they lead by 2, 38-36 on 18 WJTS. So Josh Thompson gets his timeout and gets his words in for his Barr-Reeve Vikings, who trail by 2 and have the basketball with 4:46 on the clock. Graber works off a screen. It worked well earlier, and they call the foul on Albram. All right, so Foley's going to check back in. That's going to be 3 free throws for Graber. He shoots 79% on the season. Hits the first.
It's hard to go up here and hit 3 because you're not used to shooting 3. You know, you got your brain programmed to shoot 2 at the most.
Yeah, the key is to hit that first one.
If you hit that first one, the second one flows, and then the third one. But if you miss the first one, then you start thinking about the next 2.
Right.
It gets a little bit tougher.
Well, so far 2 for 2, and he's going for 3 for 3. Pulls it off. So he's got 10 points now, 6 in the quarter. A 3-pointer and 3 free throws. Now Barr-Reeve with a 1-point lead.
Get it in there. We need to reward those bigs down there on the low post more often. I mean, they work hard, they get there, and, you know, that's only the second team foul for Barr-Reeve in the second half.
Yep.
You know, we've played a quarter and almost a half.
Absolutely.
You know, and for the type of game it is, that's hard to believe. But back to my point, that was a good job of feeding the ball down there to him.
So Gus gets the inbounds. Now Foley up top, gives it up to Ernie on the right side.
This is where you need to set up your offense.
Ooh, what a block by Graber. Ernie going up for that mid-range jump shot. Barr-Reeve with the basketball, 1-point lead. Now there's a backdoor play, and it gets knocked out of bounds by Foley.
Luckily, Foley had long arms to be able to reach that because he had his head. He had no idea where his man was. The only reason he did that was because the pass was thrown in that direction.
Right. All right, 39-38, inside of 4 minutes, halfway through the fourth quarter here. Barr-Reeve has worked their way to a 1-point lead. Trailed by 6.
Now, on the other hand, they don't even look inside to Madison. I mean, he's just. We talked there at the break. You know, he transfers in here in November from Alabama. Played football, I think, down there in high school, and then come up here in November. But we won't get into that discussion. No. But he's one of these players. He's just out there to do the dirty work, set screens, get rebounds. You know, he don't even look to score. They don't look for him.
All right, so Barr-Reeve, not saying they're going into their delay, and the ball gets knocked away, but they're able to recover there.
They got lucky there because we did a good job of forcing them into things.
Thompson left alone, can't get it to go though. So Cats get a break there. They trail by 1 and they have the basketball. Coming down to crunch time, inside of 3 at 2:42. Grant Young can't get it to go. Gotta be careful there, Michael Beekler.
I would have liked to, at least every possession, I'd like to at least see them get the ball inside. One time. You know, you may not be able to score from it.
I think that's kind of a good no call in that situation.
Yeah, I think so too, because it looked like he was backing up and kind of lost his balance.
Foley with the drive, but can't get it to go. Cats get the long rebound though. Ernie gets it stolen. This is Knepp all alone. Oh, and that's going to be a foul on Grant Young from behind.
Thompson's furious. He wanted an intentional foul there.
He's reaching for the basketball.
I'm not sure that you can call that. I mean, it was an ugly play, but I think their feet kind of got tangled up. It wasn't like, I don't even know who got the foul. Young. I mean, he wasn't doing anything wrong or anything dirty. Their feet, like I said, their feet just kind of got tangled up, and it made it look a lot worse than what it actually was, I think. And I think the officials agreed because they just called it a foul.
Yeah, they didn't call it a shooting foul, but it is 1-1. That's the 17th foul on the Wildcats. So well, the thing is, what Knepp did there, he kind of delayed because I think he wanted to go up for the dunk, but by delaying there, it allowed Young to kind of catch up to him.
Yeah, it allowed the defense to catch back up, and Grant did a good job of getting back down there and forcing them, you know, to at least hit free throws, because otherwise they were going to get 2 easy points. But now Grant's got to be careful. That was his 4th foul, so we need him on the floor here for this last 2 minutes.
So Knepp was scoreless in the 3rd. That's his first points of the 2nd half, and he pops both free throws. So they are 5 for 5 here in this, 6 for 6 in the 4th quarter, actually. 41-38, Jasper finds himself down by 3 inside of 2 minutes in this ball game. Led by 6 to start the 4th quarter, but have only scored 2 points. And John Gable wants a full timeout, so crunch time, 1:49. Vikings lead the Wildcats by 3 here on 18 WJTS. All right, so John Gable gets his timeout and settles his team. Down by 3 at crunch time with 1:44 on the clock here in the 4th quarter. Cats have been outscored 11-2 here in the 4th. Gus can't get the shot to go.
That was the shot we wanted. That was what was set up for.
Foley does a nice job disrupting that and ends up coming up with the steal and puts it up and in. So it's a 1-point game now. Cats putting pressure. Graber against Albrand. Minute 14 on the clock. And 7 fouls on the Wildcats, just 2 whistled on Barr-Reeve here in this 2nd half. So don't need to foul just yet. We've got 57 seconds. Foley comes out to help. Gives it up to Thompson. Now Knepp has it, and they're just trying to run the control offense here.
Madison
thought of a shot there.
Madison wanted no part of that ball when it got to him. It was like a hot potato. It was like he's getting rid of it.
Yeah, the only thing there is that you got Foley coming out committing the foul. That's his 4th foul. I mean, that is a costly foul it could be.
Yeah, I mean, you've got 2 guys out there with Young and Foley now with 2 fouls. That's long.
So Thompson can't get the rebound, and he gets knocked away. Oh, goes off Madison, though. So Jasper will have the basketball. 1-point game. So we got 43 seconds as we see a substitution. Seth Wagler comes back in. Thompson sits. He's had a nice second half with 9 points. And Coach Gable wants the timeout. All right, when we come back, Jasper will have the basketball. Trailing by 1 here on 18 WJTS. All right, so Jason, what do you think? Cats go down to the wire here?
No, I don't think you run it all the way down with being down 1. You come out it, you've got a set play to run here. See if it's the same one that we ran a while ago.
No. Jump ball, whose possession? He gave them the timeout.
The jump ball is their possession, so.
But he gave them the timeout.
Oh, he did?
Yes. Man, oh, man. Oh, boy. Trying to force it in there to Gus, and again, it's too congested in the lane.
Well, it's not a bad play to set it up like that, but the thing that I don't like about that play, and it's nothing against Connor Foley, but you've got a big man trying to feed the post. I'd rather have me a guard out there that's a good passer that knows where to lead the pass to, where to get the pass to for Gus to catch.
Yeah.
Again, like I said, I'm not downgrading Connor's ability, but that's just me. I would rather have a guard out there making that pass as opposed to a big man. But we got 28 seconds left. Barr-Reeve's got to get the ball inbounds. We'll probably not foul immediately. We'll go for a trap possibly, or the steal. If we don't get that, get it down to 20 seconds or so, then you've probably got to look to foul.
Right. All right, so 28.3 ticks on the clock here. 1-point lead for the Vikings, and they have the basketball. Scrum on the floor, and they gave them the timeout.
Well, it wasn't the jump ball that you always complain about.
Well, it usually is.
I agree.
All right, so Cats obviously going full court here. He's able to hit Knepp. Feeds it across. They're just going to try to keep it away, and the Cats end up committing the foul.
I think they got Allbrand on 30.
Yeah, that's
Braden
Knepp.
Yeah. Has he shot any tonight yet?
No free throws.
So
Shoots
that was
74% on the season, though.
That was just their 9th team foul according to the board, so it's not a 2-shot foul.
Right.
So if he misses this first one, we're back into this basically the same position we were a while ago. Jasper's got 2 timeouts left. Barr-Reeve's got 1, so kind of set the stage here to see what happens. This free throw is obviously big, but even if he hits both, we're still in a 1-possession game.
Missed the free throw. Madison knocks. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. Wow. I think that obviously went off Madison. Oh, man, oh, man. Did I see something different there, Jason?
No. I mean, it
my goodness.
Yeah.
It's no longer comical anymore.
It's 8 against 5.
He's got to foul him.
Yeah.
And that's Foley's 5th.
That's 5 on Foley. He didn't even know it. He's like, is that 5? Like, well, Connor, you should know when you got Foley.
I know. Yeah, he's.
But also, it was 20 seconds, so it's not like he had to foul right then. He could have let somebody else get there. I know you probably wanted to foul this guy.
Yeah.
But I'd rather have Connor on the floor than on the bench for the last 20 seconds.
All right, so Madison hits the first free throw. He's got 2 because it's double bonus.
Is that his first point of the night?
Yes, it is.
That's kind of what I thought.
No, check out it. He had a bucket actually in the second quarter.
Oh, did he?
But they are perfect from the foul line. Well, no, I'm sorry. Actually, they missed the last one. He's 1 of 2. Battle for the rebound. Graber comes down with it.
Foul.
All right, down to 15 seconds, and now Gus ends up committing the foul. Man.
That rebound can't happen.
No.
I mean, you've got to block out. You've got to be hungry and go get the basketball.
All right, so he hits both of them. It's a 2-possession game. Ooh, in and out. So big break for the Cats there.
Still got a glimmer of hope. We've got 2 timeouts, so I look for coach to get the ball to half court and pass just a little bit and then call a timeout.
Gets the second one to roll in. So 15 points for Knepp. And Coach John Gable calls the timeout now. So still a 1-possession game, but it's got to be a 3 or a quick 2. 43-40, Jasper trails here on 18 WJTS.
Here's the thing with this, 14 seconds left. Barr-Reeve's only got 2 fouls, so they're going to foul.
Oh, yeah.
They've got fouls to give. See right there. They're going to stop the clock. That's their 3rd foul, so they can do it for the 4th, the 5th, and the 6th. So they can do it 3 more times, and by then the clock's going to, run out.
That's why you kind of need to run a play here and try to.
You gotta be quick with it because he's going to let him dribble. Now he's going to foul.
There's Grant Young for 3. Doesn't go, and they say it hits off the top. And that's going to go to Barr-Reeve, so 4.5 now.
They tried to commit that foul, but couldn't get the job done. They've still got to get the ball inbounds.
But, I mean, again, what a bonus. You're telling me that they only committed 2 personal fouls in this whole second half in a physical basketball game.
Yeah.
I find it really, really impossible to believe. Cats have to commit a foul there. I'm surprised they didn't call it intentional.
Yeah, because he gave him a 2-hand shove from behind, but he's still got to make one of these. 1 out of the 2.
Well, we got a good look there. Grant had a really good look at the 3. But
there's no doubt.
Yeah.
I'm sure Barr-Reeve wasn't too excited about giving him that type of shot because you're up. You don't even want to let him shoot that. Have a chance to shoot a 3-pointer.
Thompson way short on the free throw.
Still got a glimmer of hope here. We've got 1 timeout left, so I don't know what coach will do, whether he'll try to use it on a miss or what he's going to try to do.
It goes out. Cats have it. 2 seconds. Quick timeout call for the Wildcats. 1.4 seconds. And we'll see where they give the ball to the Wildcats.
Should be at half court, but I think they're going to look at the time. I don't know how much time was left when that started. I know Coach Albrand, I seen him immediately stand up and point to the official, and the official said, yeah, we'll look at it or whatever, and they're together discussing it. So I think it was like 2.8, wasn't it, when it started?
Yeah, I believe, yeah.
So basically half of it come off, so I think, they're going to add some time back on it a little bit.
I think they're going to say 2.1, but they're going to inbound on the other end.
Which I'm not sure where we were at when we called the timeout.
Yeah, so they actually put 2.5 on the clock.
Oh, wow.
Jasper's going to have to go to the length of the court.
And here's again, here we're back to this same scenario. Barr-Reeve's got 3 fouls. But the thing they got to be careful is they don't want to foul somebody shooting the 3-pointer where you get 3 free throws. So.
Yeah, see, they're inbounding because the rebound came down over on this side.
It was on the side.
Yeah.
Which, that's probably, in all honesty, that's probably the right position because the timeout was called by the bench immediately when we had the rebound.
Right.
So that's where you go with the ball.
Right.
I think you got to look for Gus to shoot this. He's probably your best three-point shooter out there on the floor right now.
Yeah, either Gus, Grant, but Auburn can pop it too. The bottom line is we just got to get a good look. And actually,
Thompson's going to call a timeout.
All right, so that's our last timeout. So
both teams are out now.
All right, so actually Caleb Bagley is designing the play here.
Yeah, it has to be something probably that isn't practiced or done because of, for one, the position on the floor where the ball's going to be taken out. But it's not a lot of difference between there and a full court, inbounds play. Passing angle's a little bit different, but from that aspect, it's not a lot different. I don't think they'll change their play much. They'll probably go back out with the same lineup or set positions that they had.
But again, Barr-Reeve just with the benefit of only 3 personal fouls whistled against them here in this entire second half. Cats deep into double figures on their calls. So yeah, exactly. Again, Cats are going to have to be quick with it. It's going to almost be like you inbound and then hurry up and pass it up court to at least get a decent look.
You've got no more timeouts, so you can't.
Well, I think if Allbrand, they're not really guarding Allbrand here, so almost like if you inbound right there at mid-court and he can get a dribble and decent shot there. But they're going to set a screen for Gus, I think. Ball gets knocked away. Last second shot. Oh my goodness, it almost goes in. Gus just gave up on the play. I don't know what he did there.
The ball got deflected. The Barr-Reeve guy had it. He lost the ball. And luckily, Michael Beekler didn't give up on it. He come in and got it and give it a valiant effort.
Man.
It was just a little hard. It hit the backboard in the front of the rim and didn't go in. But
well, the crazy thing about this quarter is Jasper was held to just 2 points in the fourth quarter. And you just can't win a basketball game if that's all you're going to come up with. So,
yeah, that makes it tough. This was one that I felt like we kind of let get away. Obviously, my personal opinion, and I think you'll agree, and I think Coach Gobert next to me will too, because of all the animations that we had. We don't feel like we got a fair shake on the officiating side of it tonight. But when you go on the road, sometimes that's going to happen. Years ago, it used to happen a lot more than what it does lately.
Yeah.
But this is a good test for the sectional coming up. It's a close ball game. Good crowd here tonight for Tuesday night. And you never know when you're going to have that. The officiating like that. Hopefully you won't in the sectional because those are supposed to be some of the better officials. But that aside, we didn't execute down the stretch. We took a couple of shots that I thought were ill-advised at the time. We made the errant pass trying to feed the ball into Gus. We had some opportunities that we didn't capitalize on that I think we need to learn from and do a better job with. And I'm sure the coaching staff will go back to work and and look at some of these mistakes and point them out to them, and we'll be ready to go come back out Friday night.
Yeah, actually correct that. It's actually 4 points we scored, but still outscored 13-4 in that fourth quarter, and a good portion of their scores came from the free throw line. They were able to hit 8 free throws, but they missed 3 down the stretch there.
Yeah, they did. They tried to let us stay in it, or well, we were in it, but I mean they tried to give us more opportunities because they didn't. They could have put the game away at the free throw line, and we talk about that all the time, from our standpoint, we always talk about to win basketball games, you have to hit free throws down the stretch. Yeah. They were fortunate enough to still win it and didn't hit free throws down the stretch. So from that standpoint, we just have to learn, move on. Obviously it's not the end of the season. It's just a little black eye that we get out of it. Would have been nice to be able to knock Barr-Reeve off. You know, I think we've played them, our record against them, I don't know, I saw it somewhere, but it's not very good.
Yeah, now 10-3.
You know, and the thing with it is, yeah, Barr-Reeve's been good. They've got all these state runner-up titles hanging up here in the gym. They've got their state championship titles, but the bottom line is they're 1A, you know, and we're 4A.
Right.
So you should be able to beat them. I'm not saying you beat them every year, but your record should be a little bit better than what it is.
Right.
But for some reason, I don't know what it is, you know, the last few years that I can remember, even back when my son was playing, we just don't play well against them.
I know. Never did. Actually, last year, you know, the down year that we had, we really took them to the wire in that game.
Yeah, we got beat on a last-second shot, you know, on a last-second 3 or 2. I don't remember what it was, one of the 2. But, you know, so, yeah, you're exactly right. That was probably one of our worst years out of those 10 or 12 years we've played them, and we should have beat them that year.
Right.
You know, this was our good year and their down year, so to speak, and we let them beat us again, you know. I mean, that was a decent effort tonight on our kids' part, but, you know, we got to learn to, you know, to do a little bit better at taking care of the basketball. I just heard Coach Gobert say that we had 5 turnovers in the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
You know, and right there, that goes to tell you that's 5 opportunities that you never even got a shot at the basket.
Right.
You know, you hit half of those and you win the ball game.
Right.
So from that aspect, you know, we've got to do a better job of taking care of the ball down the stretch. You know, I don't know how many we ended up with on the game, but it was too many.
Right.
So.
All right, well, really tough loss for the Jasper Wildcats tonight. So we'll take a break here in a moment, and we'll talk with John Gable here on 18 WJTS. All right, we're back once again talking to John Gable. The Wildcats falling 43-40 here at Barr-Reeve, and tough loss, Coach.
Well, we lost to a good team on their floor, and they had a good game plan, and you got to start with that. And we had chip stacks against us tonight. There's no doubt about that. You know, when you the other team has 5 fouls called on the entire game, and I'm sorry, that's probably not a classy thing to say, but it's an irritating thing. We're trying trying to play through the post, and we're feeding the post and going to the rim, and we're getting hacked on the arm and bumped and shoved, and there's not much being called. And the other team's doing a parade to the foul line, and our best player, Connor Foley, is on the bench in foul trouble, and then eventually found out it was definitely called 2 ways tonight. And I don't say that much, Craig, and I'm not.
Agree.
But the other side of that is even at all that, we had chances to make plays and didn't do it. We had open shots and situations where we could have taken control of the game and just didn't do it. We didn't get our 60 points, not even close.
Yeah.
We got 40 points, and so we also have to blame ourselves.
Right.
But you know, it was a strangely called game, and I'll just leave it at that.
I totally agree. We saw the same basketball game you were watching right down there on the floor.
And that's one of the reasons I'm not on the radio right now, because I don't want to.
Well, you know, the difficult thing with this is that, you know, again, it's a game that if we're able to play the way we were allowed to play, you know, I think that we probably have better control of the basketball game.
Yeah, I mean, it was just a, you know, well, the Nep kid's good. You know, he came out, I think he had 12 of their first 23 points in the first half.
Right.
And I thought we did a really super nice job in the second half. And, you know, when you hold a team to 43 points on their home floor, you really should have a chance to win the game.
Right.
And we just did not. We just did not take advantage of things that they gave us. We missed open shots. We didn't get to the foul line, which some of it's our fault and a lot of it isn't. And, you know, it's a good lesson to learn. Sometimes the chips are just stacked against you. Sometimes the ball just doesn't bounce your way. And we were in a hostile environment, and we didn't get a good whistle, and that's just the facts. But good teams got to find a way to overcome it, and we didn't overcome it very well.
Well, what's your team going to learn from this?
Well, hopefully the biggest thing is not to let it distract us, not to let it bring us down, because we're having a heck of a season. And in the end, this game doesn't mean anything. It's not a conference game. It's not a sectional game. It's not the end of our season. It's a disappointing loss because we've been playing well and winning and beating some good teams. But in the end, I hope we're smart enough and confident enough that we just shrug it off and move on. It's just one of those things that happen. Basketball is a funny sport. You know, that's how Maryland can almost beat Purdue. I mean, it's just a funny, it's a funny game.
Sure.
And bottom line is we just didn't make plays. We had a couple of open shots late in the game that really could have given us an advantage, the lead, and playing from a different angle, and we just didn't do it. But and I don't want to sound like I'm taking everything away from Barr-Reeve. They have a nice ball club, and they defend their home court well.
Right.
And they had a good game plan, and they worked hard to take our bigs out of the game. You have to give them credit for that. And I thought tonight, for the first time too, though, we missed Carter Mindy a little bit. We didn't score on the perimeter like we need to.
Yeah.
We've been relying on Gus and Jack Albrand to do that a little bit for us.
Right.
And I don't think Jack got one down tonight. I'm not sure if he got a shot off from the perimeter. And Gus did hit one, I believe. But we're going to have to take some more attempts from the perimeter to loosen up the inside. And we always relied pretty heavily on Carter to do that, and he's not here right now, so we're going to have other guys step up.
Right. Well, and you just move on, don't you?
We have to. You have to. You don't like it. If you're competitive, it burns you, but you have to move on. It's just a game. It doesn't matter. We're still have a heck of a season, and we got to go down to Pike Central on Friday night. You talk about a scrappy, hard-fighting team. It's Pike Central right now, and that's not going to be easy.
Right.
So, as we've just proven tonight, you can go on the road and lose, and we're going to have to play a lot better than we did tonight to be able to win on Friday.
Well, Coach, I know you want to get back, so I'm going to let you go here. And I think just enough's been said.
Yeah, I appreciate it. I'm sorry to spouting off a little here, and I usually don't do that about the officials, but it's hard not to tonight.
Well, like you said, 5 fouls called in an entire physical basketball game. I think it's impossible.
It's hard to accept, especially when we're the ones going to the rim with the ball. It's really hard to accept, but that's the breaks you get, and hopefully it could happen at tournament time. You never know, and we just have to be good enough to overcome it.
Right. Okay, well, we'll get back to it Friday night, Coach.
All right, thanks, Greg.
Thank you. All right. Coach Gon Gable not real happy with the situation that we were faced with tonight, and I think we kind of saw that early on. But anyway, Jasper had an opportunity there towards the end. Grant Young had a good look at one point, and then also a desperation heave almost goes in, so that would have been a unbelievable finish there, but unfortunately it doesn't go for the Wildcats, and Barr-Reeve knocks off Jasper 43-40. So for Jason Stamm and Jeremy Markos on the video, my name's Craig Schneider. This is Wildcat Basketball here on 18 WJTS. Good night.